Alrighty, hold on, get that a little bit better. Okay, how's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing good. So today, I guess, I have the pleasure of, I guess I have the pleasure of kind of taking my mouseless setup of Plasma 6 a little further. Yeah. I hope everybody is drinking plenty of that right there. And, you know, not doing so much of that. Yeah, not feeling like that, right? All right, very good. So hopefully you're drinking that. Not doing so much of that, I guess. All right. Just playing around, of course. Okay. So, anyway, who's in the chat? Can you guys hear me just fine? Let me know. I am totally excited to be streaming once again. I went to the US and, well, I had to do a lot of work. So, made a lot of money in the US actually. Did really well. I wish I made as much money as I'm making right now. I mean, I wish I made, like, doing live streams. I wish I made just as much money. And of course, cheers. Nice cup of coffee, everyone. So, again, let me know how this stream is doing, that sort of thing. All right, let's get into this. All right, well, as you probably could have already guessed or whatever, yeah, this is all about, you know, the whole hands-free desktop. So 1 second here. Hold on. Okay. So as you can see, okay. One thing I need to do though is get my face on here, and here we are. All right. So, if you remember, I basically showed you like how I'm switching between the browser and I'm switching between the browser and everything else, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the terminal and the browser, I guess, is what I meant. So I'm switching between those two. Sorry about that. I'm just My mind's somewhere else right now. All right, hold on. Get that. Okay, now we let's see to do. So as you can see, I'm using ZK for all of my cool stuff. ZK handles like my notes and stuff like that. I think ZK is really cool, by the way. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to check it out. I hope everyone's coffee is as good as mine. Everybody says they're here at my stream, but I don't see them. All right, I'm just playing, of course. Okay, so let's see here. We want to go. All right. All right. I'm live. All right. Just wanted to let everybody know I'm here. Of course. Nobody's here in the chat though, which is kind of interesting. Let me see here. We need to get that going. And that. Okay. So. All right. And then. All right. Very good. All right. So again, forgive me, like if I forgot how to stream, and I'm a little. I've still got a little bit of bedhead, so just I'm just getting my coffee, that sort of thing. All right, so I think a couple of things I want to do with my Plasma 6. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but I'm gonna start looking into the shortcuts for my OBS setup, and of course the Dolphin file manager and Vert manager. Vert, yeah, Vert manager. And so if I got those three, I think that's pretty much everything that I would ever need. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, we all have day jobs. Don't you have a day job, Benji? All right. Why is that not showing up? Okay. Oh, right. Okay. The wrong one. There we go. All right. Well, good. Where's Isak? Isak was around like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. You don't have a day job? Ooh, that's brutal. Yeah. I have I kind of have a day job, but yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much most of us. Yeah. I'm wondering if I have the time, to be honest, because, you know, it's. I put out a video on Plasma 6, and, dude, seriously, it's something that's kind of niche that I thought that people would at least look at. 100 people have seen it, if that. everyone it seems to like it that watches it, but YouTube won't promote it for some reason. I'm like, I don't know. I have some mixed feeling. Oh, I see. Well, you might want to rethink that. I swear, with all that's going on in the world, especially in the Trump administration, he's with the government shutdown, they're looking at cutting benefits to everyone. It's like their goal, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, so I'm back in Mexico. Life is good. Had lots of I mean, when I got back, it was like, yeah, I had to hit the floor running, so I got a lot of things to do. So I'm still trying. I'm still gonna try and get, hit that YouTube algorithm a little bit. Um, all right. Well, that's good. Um, yeah. So anyway, I think after New Year's, I am going to switch distros, and I think I'm going to NixOS. That's my thoughts. You can feel free to try and talk me out of it. Isaac, ¿qué piensas? NixOS? I know he's around. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, absolutely. Global facts. Yes. Okay. So I have three monitors, and so basically, so I have three monitors. So in order to change between them, it's just a simple key binding, Control Alt 1, 2, and 3. That changes the focus onto that monitor. Uh, this this is Aurora DX. It's part of the Silver Blue series. That's immutable, all that stuff. But I'm thinking, like I said, I think in New Year's, I'm probably going to do that, and I'll probably install like Plasma nerdery or something like that onto my system. A few different systems and see which one I like. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, so like if I so this is obviously a Wayland-based desktop, and Screen Key does not work in Wayland so far. I haven't been able to get it to work. It works on X just beautifully, but in Wayland, not so much. Okay, so now I have the focus, right? And so now, like if I hit Meta Shift and then like H and L, I can switch back and forth, and then like Meta H and L, that switches of focus. So of course JK switches up and down. Um, that's the main part of it, but there's a lot of other things like Meta Shift Enter that runs KRunner. What else? Uh, Shift Meta Enter, that's the terminal. What else? So like if so, let's add a different another screen. So if I wanted, for example, I just wanted to minimize it, I could just hit meta Y. Whoops, no, that's full screen. Sorry, meta U. And then if I want to full screen, it's meta Y. It just toggles that. And oh wow, okay. You sent code to Arch install team for first time. Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. And so there's a lot of other things, like if I hit, so let's see here. Wait, sorry. Okay, so like if I hit meta X, that kills the window. A lot of other things, but mainly those are my key bindings. I don't have very many. And then on my browser, for example, okay, on my browser, like if I hit F6 a couple of times, I can get to my tabs, and like I can scroll through with tab or shift tab, that sort of thing. Also, like if I hit capital F, wait, hold on, let me hit F6 again. If I hit capital, no, wait, hold on. All right, why is this not? All right, okay, okay. All right, let me see if I can. Oh, this is still a little squirrely sometimes, but basically now I can hit capital F. There we go. So now I could do like SP. I can upload a file, or capital F. I can do AS. Everybody, something like this, right? And so this is really useful. Like if I said, so Control T is a new tab, and let me just full screen this for a minute. And then if I said like F10, now I can do like Shift Tab. I can scroll to this section here. Now if I hit Tab a few times, you see the focus goes on to the right, the bar on the right side. And then I can go down. So like if I go down to this, this is where this really, really shines, because now I can scroll through like all the chat feeds on like the Linux kernel mailing list really fast. Like, so let's see here. Let's see. Let's do capital F again. A L. And then you can sit there and scroll. And then if I wanted to go up one, Control F. Let's do capital K. And then see, I can scroll through this really fast. I keep my hands on my keyboard. And then like if I had, for example, if I wanted to do meta Y, like I can switch back and forth. I can take notes on who said what and that sort of thing. The only thing that I would probably need is like maybe like maybe like sometimes like to highlight something still, I think I still need to use my mouse, which is what I'm trying to avoid doing. So anyway, um, some really, really cool a really cool setup. Now, today what I was thinking is like if I do meta E, for example, I have my I have dolphin, and so I was thinking that maybe I don't know, like have some hands-free type key bindings that make a lot of sense for me, so I can do a lot of my work here as well. The only time that I really need a mouse is like when I'm using GIMP or KDE Live or something like this, right? Where like it's just a fact of life. You're just gonna have to use it. But here, like if I'm organizing or something like this, I should just be able to like go back and forth and do whatever it is I need to do. So anyway, that was my idea for a live stream. Um, so anyway, H8 or hate or whatever. Anyway, again, I see you chose how like you sent code to Arch install team for the first time, so cool. Anyway, global facts, that's kind of my workflow. What do you guys think? Um, so today I think what we'll do is we need to configure keyboard shortcuts. Okay. Act as administrator. I don't know if I need that. Okay, backspace, that's fine. Close tab, control W. I'm thinking control or meta C. Oh yeah, like Fido key for. Oh, I see. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I want to see this. So it says control. Okay, hold on. It says control 2. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Um. Well, let's go back to like the keyboard shortcuts. So I think if I hit like control 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. I got that. That's cool. I think I can remember that. Ooh, this is nice. Right here. Control Alt. I don't really need that. Create folder, Control Shift N, cut, Control X. Okay. Delete, Shift. Okay. Gotcha. I don't know if I've ever used that. Okay. What is this F6? Let's try that. Ooh. Okay, so this is just like the browser basically. It shifts focus. Kinda. Okay. All right. All right. Well, this is kind of interesting. So Alt, okay, that goes to like the different tabs, icons, Control 1. All right. All right, let's try that. Shift, F6. Yeah, I don't. Plus F6. Is that anything? I don't. This is what I hate about KDE though. Like everything should be like all in one place. Okay. F3 split. Okay. I don't know what this stash is, so show previews. All right. Show target. I don't think I need that. Show hidden files. Yes. Select all. Select files and folders. All right. How does that work? All right. Does it? Oh, I see. Okay. Copy. Okay. And then like you could do like tab. Let's see what. Why does this? Oh, I see. So this, okay. Oh, it's spacebar. Got ya. So like if I wanted to copy or whatever, it's the spacebar. So if I go here and hit copy, then that would copy. Got ya. Okay. I'm not new to KDE, but I've never used a lot of these shortcuts. So um, Control O, place location, quit. I don't need that. Properties Alt. Okay, so like Alt Enter. Okay, let's see. Alt Enter. Oh, good. Right now, yeah. But while I'm configuring this, yes. But when I get this set up, I'll be able to use it without the mouse. I'm just trying to figure out like what my key bindings and stuff. And this menu here, I don't know why, but it doesn't work really well with the like it doesn't work really well with. Well, I guess that doesn't work too bad. Okay, try that. but I don't ever use like the up and down arrows, so there's that. Like it should be like H, J, K, and L. So I'm probably going to fix that somehow. Some of these key bindings make a little bit of sense, others don't. So I'm gonna figure some of this out. Uh-huh. Move to trash. New tab. New window. Open keybind. Alright. Open terminal. Open terminal here. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna. I don't. I guess the only one would probably be that one, right? Control V for paste one folder. Okay. Places. So if I hit no, I'm on this is Aurora DX. No, this is definitely Linux. This is a Dolphin this is the Dolphin um this is Dolphin. The yeah, no, I wouldn't use a Mac if you gave it to me. I guess you must be new to my videos because I made a scathing video about what I think of OS X and Mac OS and Macintosh in general. I don't even have an iPhone. Like seriously, like I have. I have an Android. Well, here, I'll show you. All right, places. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, so we said this is F9. So, oh yeah, we are going to figure out how to switch those Vim key bindings if at all possible. I'm just looking at the key bindings right now to see if I can do it at all. You would think that those key bindings would be here. But they're not. Okay, so this is system wide, maybe? Oh, a Fedora had nice T. Yeah, touch bar. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, here's the thing is if you can keep your hands on your keyboard, you can do more work. Like way more. You can probably save yourself a lot of time. And so like I got my browser and my terminal all set up with my key bindings. I still have a few things to do with my terminal, but it's pretty close to what I want. Because I'm using Tmux and that sort of thing. And I actually might actually use like the Kitty. I might try something besides Tmux, like the Kitty browser they have some, some configurations, and you're able to do that. Switch between sessions and that sort of thing. But we promote keyboard shortcuts primarily for that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wi-Fi is kind of, yeah. A lot of Wi-Fi drivers are proprietary, unfortunately. Just like a lot of, a lot of graphics cards are usually proprietary. Um, yeah. Replace location. Okay, so this tells me the up, down, all of that is going to be system wide, I think. So I know where that's at. Let's go to system settings. Let's go ahead and, all right. All right, so now, okay, so let's see, navigation, back, previous. Ooh, this is nice. Hmm. Okay. So these are most of my session management. This is window management, X. Okay. Meta up. Okay. So, so I went through all of these, and okay. And it doesn't seem to be there either. Wow. So that's interesting. Uh, uh, so I thought you would be able to put like disable the arrow keys. Let's see what ChatGPT says. No? Hmm. All right. Hmm. Okay, so wow. Hmm. Yes. Like tab completion and Control Alt T brings up CSH for when it's slow. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. Control Y for. All right. So what I'm trying to do is. Oh, you're saying like if I did something like hold on. So like if you said not or I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Okay. I think I see. Hold on. Yeah. So can I? So I guess I could do that, right? Where I just did. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I do think. Well, what's my background? Well, I'm a Linux sysadmin, and I'm kind of out of work right now. But yeah, I'm a Linux sysadmin and a full stack web developer. So I've worked in both fields. Again, I just right now I'm kind of not into it these days because it's just right now like unless I want to like go into the office every day, um like the jobs are kind of not there. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Hmm. Yeah, I've thought about using ZSH. I've used it in the past, but I honestly, I don't necessarily see the point. So, uh, uh, and actually, though, I have actually really thought about using CSH for this because, like, I still haven't figured out a way to be like to use my keyboard to highlight and copy things and that sort of thing. Yeah. Um, yeah. So that actually, those are a couple of things that um, that I could probably do. So if you said something like this, right? Key up. Before I do that, though, you probably want to. And then, all right. Huh? All right. Uh-huh. Yes. Cynically, too. All right. So I think what you could do. So this only disables it. Okay. So this just disables it, which I can do. All right. Okay. I see. Uh, hmm. There we go. Actually, I don't know if I want capital or not, but okay. Yeah, you can. You can certainly like do the whole like WSL thing. I don't like it, but yeah, it's so like you'll have like basically like a TTY or like a terminal, and so like you can install things or you can do like web development or you know any kind of development you could do inside of Windows. Um, with setting up, would we be successful today with setting up all keyboard operation? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. All right. You'd want to do that the other way around. Install Windows 11 and KEMU. Come on. Well, I already did that. Although I had somebody, I'll show you actually, because people won't believe me when, people, somebody said I was actually lying the other day. So I'll show you the chat. This was completely unhinged. Right here. How do you get Photoshop? And I said virtual boxes and apps like wine or bottles. And then he says, VirtualBox, are you crazy? This is this. And I said, I didn't specifically say which one, but most Linux users have Windows installation inside of KEM or QEMU, for example. It's like, this is the stupidest thing you can do. And then, and so I'm like, why is it stupid? I don't install Linux to use Windows on it. I'm like, I have a day job that requires me to use Windows occasionally, so I have installed in a VirtualBox. But I use Linux. First of all, using proprietary software is something that Linux shouldn't have to deal with in a perfect world. So if you want or need to use proprietary software, you can do it on a VirtualBox, or you can install it in an actual container. Better yet, you can learn how to use GIMP. It's pretty badass. And he's like, if GIMP was so awesome, people wouldn't pay for Photoshop and use GIMP. Learn Photoshop and you will understand. GIMP doesn't even have hardware acceleration. Well, that's true, but I don't really care. VirtualBox for Linux is the stupidest thing you could do. Well, I agree. VirtualBox for Linux, yeah, but VirtualBox for Windows isn't. Like, And then I was like, hey, you could probably use a container. So, yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah. I know some of them. But yeah. I thought it was funny. Why do you want to use Windows, Rocky? I'm just curious. Just put, honestly, um, a lot of us, I don't know how to say this without being like, coming off as elitist, because that's not the way I want to come off. But a lot of us, like people like me, for example, I don't see the point in using Windows if you're going to use Linux. Even WSL, I just don't really see the point. Unless like you have a day job, it requires you to use Linux. But at that point, I would if you have the resources, I would just put a virtual, put up a virtual machine. But yeah, it does. I agree there. But if you can manage in a virtual machine, in a virtual box, that's how I would do it. Um, I used to work. I used to work in a call center, and I worked teaching English at night. And both jobs, I was able to use a use a virtual machine. So I can actually show you this. Um, this I can actually show you. So this is actually pretty cool. Let me just go ahead and get out of this. I'm not going to run Windows because I got a bunch of stuff here but I can show you something here. So what you can do if you're running like if you're running KEMU on Vert Manager, for example, is you can like all your none of your hardware is actually added by default. You can come down here to like add hardware, and like go to your devices right here, and you can add them. And so like I have this blue microphone, which is this right here. I use that, and then um, this actually plugs in by default. But then I have like my webcams, and so you can actually do a lot that way, and you can you can basically run like a native Windows setup. It's gonna run though, like it's gonna run like if you allocate like I have eight gigabytes of memory, it allocates all of that. That's the only drawback. So anyway, but I that's how I use it. And it's pretty badass, really. Yeah. Um, well, you have Windows as default. Well, why don't you have Linux as default? It's just as easy. Wipe it off and do the exact opposite. Like set up a virtual machine. I mean, honestly, like I think people like they think that they can install like a new operating system or whatever on their computer. It's really easy actually. Um, but yeah, but anyway, yeah. I couldn't believe this thread. This dude, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Like, dude, seriously? Like you either want to use Linux or you don't, man. Like how do you get Photoshop? Well, who who says I want to use Photoshop? And who says I need yeah, I don't know. But you can set up bottles and run Photoshop from what I understand. Um, so anyway. Okay, so now we were setting this up. Um, shift keeps. No. Mm, okay. So probably we'll do this one off camera because I'm going to have to restart it. So I don't see a point in actually doing this one. But it's good to know that I can do this. So there's that. Good. So let's go back here. All right. All right. So I will definitely be doing that. I've always wondered, I might be able to do this actually. Let me see here. I want to try something. Yeah, you can do the same thing on, you can do the same thing with Linux and Windows. Um, no, hibernate, I think is, I think if you hibernate, you can get it, you can set it up with like a shortcut to switch between the two automatically. Um, yeah, you absolutely can do that. Yeah. Um, you just have to install like Windows comes with UEFI, and so like whatever Linux distribution you have to install UEFI, and there's like some, you know, some stuff you have to do. Um, uh, I want to configure. Ooh, yeah. Run a background automation like X22. Well, you can't because it's Wayland. Yes, you can, except yes and no. Like there's certain applications that won't work for. So like like if you yeah. So like if you said something like here are most of the global key shortcuts. Like window management. So these are the global like system services and all that, I think. Um come down here. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, like Yeah. Oh, add new, and then like the application command script. Yeah, but you would have to do that for every application. And what I'd like to do is to make it global. And so like say so it would be the same like having like dolphin. So like every application I would have the same key bindings. And so yeah, no, you would need a script for that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hmm. Ooh, okay. So you could definitely interception tools. Let's check this out. Hmm. Ah, why does it? All right, 1 second. All right. Okay. I think that's. Oh, let's try that. There we go. All right. So now, what? There we go. GitHub, GitLab. I usually use GitLab, but yeah, eh, I think right now GitLab's big enough that nobody's not gonna not use um your stuff. Like even now, like I'm writing my plugin manager for NeoVim, and I'm using GitLab. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. I need to read up on this. This looks very promising. So, yeah. Very promising. All right. I want to check that out later. But yeah, KKSRC. Hmm. Where are the Hello World docs? um anyway, interesting choice there. User Python lib input. Wow. Actually, huh. This is cool. Well, anyway, I'm gonna look into that. Yeah. I got my homework cut out for me. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably do that off camera because that's a lot of torturing the desktop. And yeah. Um, Definitely. All right. Anyway, yeah, very good. Okay, where's Ben at? Is he around? Hmm. All right. So, okay, okay. So we may not want to do that. I don't know. All right, I'll see you later. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So you can open, wow. Wow, that is so awesome. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's that's pretty cool. I'll definitely be checking that one out. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that actually that would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Best way to create global window manip. Ooh, that's nice. That's for true global remapping. Interesting. All right. Well, I have two problems with this. One is I don't know how I would. I mean, I know how I would install it, but I don't know how I. If I guess I could install it, the interception tools, I guess, with Fedora, and then make it global. I don't think it. I'm not sure it would be. Hmm. So this is gonna require this is gonna be require some. Again, I may not be able to do this until after the new year when I switch to NixOS. Anything you unbind from default is free with the custom commands. Yes, yes, I'm aware of that. um, let me see here. So let's K wallet. Let's see here. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let's see what other KDE globals. All right. How about let's do oh no. Okay, I see. All right. None of that. Um. mm. No, I understand, but there should be like a place where they store some of this. They usually have okay, what might be um, it might actually be. Do I have? Let's see here. Oh no, I thought it might be in there. KWin RC, KWin. Okay. Mm, I guess they don't have. I thought for sure. Oh, here we go. Right here. All right, so this is Python, huh? The hell's this? I don't know anything about Plasma, so um, oh my god, I got the worst neighbors sometimes. All right, let's try that. Uh-huh. All right. I would have thought though that you would have. All right, hold on. Um, oh man. Let's do that right there. All right. What's this? Mm, I think I know what this is. Sorry. Oh, I see. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. That'd be a good question. Like, where. Uh, sure. Let's take a look at it. Mm, all right, thanks. All right. This would be interesting. I don't need. Yeah. This is kind of interesting. All right. It would be nice if I could. All right. I think that's the one. Yeah. A similar. Hmm. Yes, I am aware of this. Okay. So Okay. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. So this is telling me a lot of different things here. Okay. Mm, all right. So who's still in the chat? Where's Ben? Mhm. Mhm. Mm, okay. All right. So we'll add GIMP to this at some point. Huh. All right. Well, give. All right. So I think I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick because I've been here for almost 2 hours. So give me a second here. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Just need to go check on something. I'll be right back. Why didn't somebody say that I didn't have my that I was mute? All right, so this is what. All right. So I could actually. All right, so if I went, that's not too bad. So if I said, all right. So now if I could make that, so if I come, okay. So if I come in here, I gotta get used to this, but I probably, okay. I could probably get used to this. Okay. Um, all right. So let's go back over here, I think. Um, actually, I'll just do this right here. Okay. Uh, okay. So now we have that. Um, number pad, number pad. Okay. Okay. This actually would be just fine. I like it. Yes. So if I went, um, Hmm. All right. Huh. Interesting. So it looks like that's kind of figured out. So hey, let's see here. Who is? All right. All right. Looks like I have a couple of viewers here. Okay. I had 15 people at 12:30, 14, 13. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. Uh, I'm definitely gonna try that out. If I could do, I'm not sure. Uh, hmm. Let's try. This actually isn't terrible. Like right now, I can just do. But I mean, honestly, like I don't get it. Mm-mm. Huh. Okay. All right. So I figured some things out here. I'm probably going to use Claude to do this, but now I think I see something that I'm going to build within the next couple of days so that I'll be able to fully control my I'll be able to fully control pretty much everything, which is kind of what I'm wanting to do. Um, it's gonna take a while to figure this out, but I think it's actually gonna work really well. Um, there's a few things like right now, if I this isn't working for some reason. And if I go now, if I so some things are working, but like if I go to just like a regular website, so let's see here. If I said um so like say here, for example, now I can scroll. Well, if I had like all the mouse function, I would be able to like scroll up and down and do all of that no matter what page I was on. So I would fully have like some real control. I could literally like reduce a lot of the repetition and that sort of thing, right? So this is good. So anyway, I think I can figure that out. It's gonna take me probably like all day Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I don't know, something like that. At least all day Monday to figure that out. But I think this is absolutely possible. I can definitely figure that out, right? And so, yeah, this is really coming along. And now, my only other thing is, so let's see here. All right. Want to control OBS Studio. Huh. That actually would be a good idea. Ooh, here's my problem. So I see. So I just okay. Now I'm scrolling. All right. use So, do I have my music on? I don't. Good. I think I know how I want to do this. All right. Oh? I mean, my problem is, so like if I said, if I'm on settings, so let's go to like the key binding. So I'll go to hotkeys, right? Now let's go to main. I'll kind of show you what I'm looking at here. Okay, switch to scene. So let's just say Control Alt, not Control Alt K. That's supposed to switch to that scene. Let's apply it. Okay. Now I'm on monitor 2, right? Now if I go to monitor 1, now I can switch it, right? But if I'm on monitor 2, I can't switch it. Oh, sorry. If I'm on monitor 2, I can't switch this. So what I could do, let's go back to studio mode. Sorry. Settings. I hate my, oh my God. Okay. Now, if I go here to settings, let's go back to the keyboard, go shortcuts. Now, I think I go add new application, and I go back here to multimedia, and go OBS Studio. So if I said Control Alt K, Now you said launch. Well, it's giving me some custom shortcuts. Okay, so to add that, oh, right. Hmm. Okay. Yes, yes. So what I would do, there's a couple of ways I can do this. Okay, QD bus. All right. Do I have such a thing? All right, let's go ahead. All right. All right. Hold on. Okay. There's a couple ways you could do this. Hmm. All right. Let's see what. Yeah. Create global custom, then you can. Huh. Yeah. Let's. Okay. All right. Mm, mm, chat interview. Interview. Okay. So that's A S D F G H J. Let's see if this will do it. All right, let's copy that. Okay. Go to how about that? All right. Oh, all right. Let's go here. I want to keep everything kind of. Oh, all right. So now you should be able to do like Control A. I wonder if that is. I need to reboot it, but I think that may. What is that? Alfredo Cicada hints? I'm not sure what that is. But I think this should actually switch that. I'm using the reason why I think this is going to be a little different is because I'm using uh, this in flat packs. So I think this and so I need QD bus. Mm. Why is that not QD bus? So QD bus is not there, so now I need to do sudo tree stuff. Oh, I didn't. Uh, okay, what? This is Qt tools. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. RPM. All right, there we are. And probably. Yeah. All right. I know it's not going. All right. So it said QT tools, right? All right. All right. This should work upon restart, which I'm not going to do right now, but yeah. All right. God. Oh, QT5. Okay, QT6. All right, let's go ahead and get. Oh, oof. Life cover on. All right. Okay, so when I get done with this, I'll do a system cuddle reboot. And so I think what I have here is this is what I wanted. Ooh. Hmm. How about search? All right, there we go. Okay. All right. This is so much easier on X. It's cool though that I'm figuring this out on Wayland because now, um, yeah, seems like that's gonna work out really good. So now if I go, guess that's not working. All right, so now I just have to do a system cuddle reboot. That might work or may not. I don't know yet. Oh, right. How about QT? Let's see. Let's just search QD bus. So let's just make sure dbus is installed, and I think we should be good. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, what horrible. Oh, so I know him. I'll tell you what. Um, dbus. Okay, so I do have dbus. Good. All right. Hmm. All right. Well, it looks like I think that's going to work on restart, but I'm not sure. All right. Very good. Certainly not working now, but that's fine. Hopefully that does it. And so now, let's go back here. All right. Copy location. I like that. Cut, shift, delete. All right. I've never had to use this, I don't think. Ah. Okay. I don't think I need that. Folders. Would be interesting. That'd be interesting too. I don't know which one, so all right. So got my work cut out over the weekend for myself. I think that I will have something to show for it. Some more a little bit more work. So I figured out a few things. I'm looking forward to restarting and seeing if this works. I'll definitely let y'all know. In the meantime, in the meantime, just have a great one, everyone, and I will see you soon. So, what do you think about my, yeah. I want one of them. So why don't you buy me one of those? A cup of coffee. It'd be nice. Anyway, just quick thanks to Isak, Scrub Ghost, Russell, and who else? Oh, that Ethan guy. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, see you later, everyone. Bye now.